in the first of 4 on Masson.
Washington Nationals baseball. Washington Nationals baseball.
It is Labor Day in our nation's capital. The Stars and Stripes on display, the racing presidents, and folks coming down Half Street. Cloudy day, but a good day for baseball and the kids. One last holiday before it's time to go back to school. Bob and FP, hope you're having a great Labor Day. Thanks for joining us here on Masson. Who's playing better than the Dodgers right now? Probably nobody in Major League Baseball. They just waited a little bit too long. So John Lennon has his hands full with his ball club, but John's beaten them before.
Yeah, he's coming off a tough luck loss last time against Atlanta, where I thought he had his best slider of the year, a good crispy slider to go with his fastball. So with John, though, it's all based on his two-seam fastball, and he's had some success against the Dodgers in Hiroki Kuroda. You remember long ball landing in Los Angeles with his first career home run. So a lot of good vibes going into today facing the Dodger Blue. But like I said before, it's all predicated on his two-seam fastball down the strike zone. If he can work off of that, get a lot of ground balls against some good hitters, his ground ball percentage of 69.2 is 4th in the National League. So for him, he's got his work cut out for him, like you said, facing a hot team.
Look at that. Now the long ball has hurt him, but he's getting no run support at all, and he loses 4 in a row despite a 3.43 ERA. So we've got sluggers in the house. Matt Kemp, look over the National League stat sheet. KEMP shows up everywhere, and he might be an MVP. Michael Moore's hitting .313, 5th in the league. Looking for homer number 25 and maybe that 80 RBI level today. Nets and Dodgers coming up. Fastest mobile broadband network. Nice little jaunt about a block down from the Navy Yard Station, right down Half Street into Nationals Park. And the center field gates, a beautiful plaza awaits. And for some folks who have really good seats around home plate, a nice pleasant stroll halfway around the ballpark. Visit Train.com for an independent Train comfort specialist dealer. Near you, it's hard to stop a train. Humidity is up almost 70%, but it's a delightful 80 at the ballpark today, and we'll take it. Davey Johnson a little late delivering the Nats lineup card. There's Don Mattingly, outstanding big league ball player, the manager of the Dodgers, who suddenly are playing unbelievable baseball. Here's our game notes. Nationals, how about this in our nation's capital? Nobody can beat the Nats on a day when we celebrate hard work. Hiroki Kuroda third in all of baseball with a 2.5 ERA on the road. And Michael Morse against right-handers is fifth in the National League. By the way, Matt Kemp is .318 against lefties as he matches up against John Lennon. It's hard to consider playing the Dodgers without thinking about all the things that Matt Kemp is doing for this ball club right now. The Wounded Warriors amputee softball team taking on, oh, look at Rick Eckstein imitating Michael Morse. There was a lot of fun out here. I heard these guys were pretty good, and there's a diving catch. They took care of the celebrities, huh?
They did. There was a couple long balls into the stands. Guys making great plays all over the place. Just a wonderful experience, a wonderful day. And when you talk about those guys and what they've achieved in their lives, it's just amazing. To watch those plays, Carp, you had to remind yourself a number of times throughout the course of that softball game that these guys were amputees. And the passion and the love for the game, it was just a great event for everybody.
And by the way, representing Masson, S.B. Santangelo did go 1 for 1 with a base hit to right center. Did Ms. Taylor have an AB?
I think she did, but, you know, the reason I got a base hit is because I had Pat Sajak hitting behind me, so I had vowels protecting me, and they had to come at me. They had to come right at me.
Pat, by the way, had the best jersey of the day, S.J.K. He needed to buy 2 vowels. So the Nats in their navy blue holiday uniforms take the field. Dodgers are 8th in the league in hitting. They're 11th in runs, 11th in home runs. And this kid, D. Gordon's making some things happen, 2 spots ahead of Matt Kemp. Can't wait to see this exciting young man. Kemp also 2nd in the league in stolen bases, 3rd in batting average, 4th in on-base percentage, 2nd in homers, and 3rd in RBIs. He has forged an amazing season for the Dodgers. John Lennon against L.A. career, 4 starts. He's had a decision in every ball game. He's 3-1 with a 2.84 ERA.
You see John Lennon today on Labor Day sporting the best union in baseball. Last time out, he pitched well, yet suffered his 4th loss in a row. Went 7 innings, allowed just 3 runs on 7 hits, struck out 6 and walked 1. Probably had his best off speed of the year. Nasty stuff. Fastball slider curve change today from John Lennon. And the defense behind John for the Nats. Morse, Worth, and Ankiel in the outfield. Desmond and Zimmerman on the left side. Espinoza and Marrero on the right side. And Wilson Ramos in the squad.
So, by the way, we got 2 center fielders in this game, combining for 11 outfield assists this year.
Yeah, don't run on that guy. Don't run on the guy next to him. And Michael Morse has got a pretty good arm, too. Don't sleep on that.
So Worth has 10 assists. Kemp has 11. And the Dodgers beat the Nats 2 out of 3 in that series at Dodger Stadium late July. John Lennon did get the only W. And last year the team split the 6 games. Bill Miller has the plate. James Hoy, Phil Cuzzy, and crew chief Tom Hallion on the bases. Bill Miller, 13-year veteran. And here he is, D. Gordon, 23-year-old switch hitting infielder from Windermere, Florida, a Dodger 4th rounder back in 08. By the way, we're underway a little bit late at 1:09. John Lennon goes 2-0 and a guy you do not want to walk because he can fly.
He's on fire, too. In the middle of a 5-game hitting streak where he's 10 for 19, 526.
4 minor league seasons. He hit .303 with a .355 on base percentage and 176 stolen bases. One of the years that he had that, 09-73 at Single A Great Lakes.
And son of former major leaguer Tom Gordon.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And they should have saved the nickname Flash for this guy. He's supposed to be the fastest guy in the big leagues.
Three-two pitch. Lennon throws a strike. Gordon ready to throw his bat away, and he can walk back with it to the dugout. Ball game underway with a backward K.
Let's see what the pitch track has to say. I thought it was a strike, top of the strike zone. Probably too good to take, 3-2. Sometimes you run out of there early, you'll get the attention of the home plate umpire, and they'll just react by calling it a strike.
And here's former Nat Jamie Carroll, who hit .251 here over at RFK in '05. Very popular with the fans and his teammates. Hard-nosed player. Can play anywhere, bat anywhere. Pinch run, pinch hit. Come in for defense, you name it, he'll do it. 10th big league season. Montreal, Washington, Colorado, Cleveland, and now second year with the Dodgers. Oh for 5 career against John Lennon, by the way. That's trouble into the gap. And with the outfielders playing shallow, they've got a long way to go. With Worth getting the ball back in quickly, Jamie Carroll stops at second.
Now, he's been the glue of this Dodger team all season long. Ned Colletti at the All-Star break said everybody's talking about Matt Kemp as an All-Star, but Jamie Carroll deserves some consideration as well. See the swing right there. Nice job of getting the ball in and holding Jamie Carroll to just a double. I thought that had triple written all over it.
Yeah, it looked that way off the bat. Jason Worth's got a good jump to that ball to get back and grab it in a hurry. Well, Matt Kemp having a breakout year, to say the least. A Triple Crown candidate. He's in 3 categories for the Triple Crown, no lower than third in any of them.
You know, I don't have a vote on MVP, but filling out my scorecard today, when I put 320, 32, 105, and 37 stolen bases in, I can't remember all season long putting those numbers down before a game. And if this guy doesn't get serious consideration, or he's not the MVP, I'll be surprised. He'd get my vote.
Yeah. There he goes again. That's going to score a run. Matt Kemp now has 106 RBIs. That quickly, the Dodgers take the lead.
And that might be one that John Lannon in the future decides, with first base open, to pitch around a guy with 105 RBIs. And doing what he does best, runner in scoring position, not trying to do too much, scores the speedy Jamie Carroll. You talk about MVP too, Bob. He's playing center field, a very demanding position on top of everything else.
Yeah, and he leads the league in assists, and he's only made 4 errors all year. I mean, he might be batting champ, Silver Slugger, Gold Glove.
He's got a chance for the Triple Crown.
Wow. Strike to Juan Rivera, who started the season with Toronto, hit 243 there in 75 games, and came over to the Dodgers in a trade July 17th. Since becoming a Dodger, he's hitting .278 in 42 games. .28 RBIs during that time. 33-year-old outfielder from Venezuela. 10th year in the big leagues. And then veteran contact man, switch hitter Aaron Miles batting 5th. Way inside. And Rivera must have thought that ball was going to hit him. He let go a shout as that one went sailing by.
And John Lannon has been good in the first inning this year. Yeah. 29 starts, just 6 earned runs.
Yeah, and that includes the one here today, so he's been really good. And Rivera will get under it. Michael Morse is out there. Not a bright, sunshiny day. It's kind of halfway between overcast and sunny with some cloud cover, but a lot of glare up in that sky.
Yeah, sometimes these days are harder than when the sun's right in your eyes, because wherever you look, the sky is the same color as the baseball. So not a good backdrop for outfielders and fly balls.
Not a hint of a breeze in the ballpark. Flags are just hanging limp. Aaron Miles batting .282. He's a troublesome hitter to face in a situation like this with 2 outs.
And it was his error yesterday, that cost Clayton Kershaw his 18th win. Got a ground ball from Constanza in Atlanta. Tried to rush the throw to second base, threw it there a little bit early and wide, and it opened the door for a Braves 4-3 victory. They were up 3-0 at the time, and Kershaw was cruising to his 18th win of the season.
Yeah, they were ready to sweep a very good ball club in their own ballpark. Big series in Philly starting tonight. The Braves are up there, and the Mets are down in Florida. Those are both night games. And Lennon on 2-0, missing outside to Miles, who's only struck out 44 times this year in 394 at-bats. And we'll get our first look at Russell Mitchell here shortly. Miles on 4 down to first base. Russell Mitchell is a Georgia boy, born in Rome, lives in Cartersville, a Dodgers 15th round choice back in '03. And he had 42 at bats with the big club at the end of last year with a couple of homers and 4 RBIs in 15 games. This will be his 16th game this year, a solo homer. He's 5 for 30.
He had .283 with 16 homers and 69 RBI in AAA.
Against the left-hander, James Loney sitting today. Andre Ethier sitting today. So Mitchell gets the call at first base. Big breaking ball, a good one from John.
We're going to check out the off speed from Landon. It was good last time, and so far it's been good today.
Two on, 2 out. A run home in the top of the first. Target in. Fastball way in. Nets pitching staff, the staff ERA 3.72 coming in. Dodgers just a 1/10 of a run better at 3.62. It's going to be a long first for John Lennon. 2 shakes. He wants to go with that off-speed pitch again. Gets a foul tip.
That's a curve. The curve will be in the mid-70s. The slider's low 80s. Last time the slider was good and the curve was good.
Early in the season, the Dodgers just couldn't win on the road. Right now, they've improved their road record to 32-36. But they're under 500 against the East. They're even against the Central. They're 3 games over against the West. And there were some people talking about Don Mattingly maybe being on the hot seat a month ago or so. They're not talking about that anymore. Extremely hard hit and foul. And the Dodgers have gotten 2 great pieces of news here in the last couple of weeks. And number one was Vin Scully coming back for his 63rd year of broadcasting next year. And then almost as if that got some mojo going for the Dodgers. They were playing really well. They started that streak right before Vinny made that announcement, and they have just kept on going. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Good changeup down and away for the strikeout. John Lennon gives up a run on 2 hits and a walk. It'll be Desmond, Ankiel, and Zimmerman coming up. Back here and get things turned around on this homestand, standing at 1-2 so far, and 7 games left here throughout the week. Here's the lineup with Ian Desmond leading off, hitting .318 over his last 21 games, and in the shorter term even better than that, so looking every bit like a leadoff guy these days. Stealing a couple of bases recently, getting his share of hits, and scoring some runs. Hiroki Kuroda was supposedly on the trading block when the Nats were opening that series in LA July 22nd. And about 6 weeks later, still with the ball club and pitching well.
He's the opposite of John Lennon. He's won 4 in a row. Tuesday against the Padres allowed just 4 runs on 7 hits over 6 innings. He walked 2, struck out 3. And an 8-5 Dodgers win. Fastball, slider, curveball split for Kuroda. His MO is he'll get strike 1 and get strike 2, and then he doesn't throw a strike. He throws a lot of pitches that look like strikes, appear to be strikes to the hitter, that fall out of the zone.
1-2 pitch and see you later. Game tied immediately by Ian Desmond, who in the last couple of games has hit his first 2 ever leadoff home runs.
And we said the other day there'd be many more leadoff home runs for Ian Desmond, and there you go. A quick answer by the Nationals. Yeah, I love that. Off speed, up in your eyes, screaming hit me. That was a long one.
Kuroda giving up his 18th homer of the year, and Desmond hitting his 7th. I mean, when he hits them, they go a ways. That's big boys territory, past the bullpen. And going up hacking, Rick Ankiel.
Let's check out this hanger. Up in the zone, Ian Desmond getting on top of it. Over the bullpen. We've been talking about the 2-strike approach by Desmond, but that's taken it to a whole new level. Nice job. And every time I see something happen in the leadoff spot for Ian Desmond in a positive way lately, I keep going back to Davey Johnson's comparison to Barry Larkin. Lofty praise, but since he said that, Ian Desmond's kind of living up to it.
You know, and the other thing, FP, he might be one of those players who you put him in one spot and leave him there for a while. You know, he's done a lot of moving up and down around that lineup. Maybe this is his home, and the Nats will leave him there for a while and really see what he can do.
Well, I think he's a 40 stolen base guy for sure. He got to 20 quick. They put him in the 8-hole. You can't steal in the 8-hole. So it kind of retarded the progress of the stolen base for him right there. But you leave him in that one spot, he'll steal you 40 bases, score you 100 runs, especially if he's surrounded by these 3, 4, 5 hitters next year.
That's a good at bat by Rick Ankiel. He was down 0-2. Then he went out and took a ball right up the middle. And here's Ryan Zimmerman, who's had great career success against Kuroda. 4 for 9 with a couple of RBIs and a home run.
And you know what today is? It's a holiday. He likes to hit on holidays.
Yes, he does. I think years ago when he hit that first 140 in the morning grand slam to beat Florida, it had just become Mother's Day. The game didn't start on the holiday, but it ended on the holiday. And then he did something against the Yankees on Father's Day, and all this craziness started, and we love it.
A walk-off grand slam against the Phillies on winning day in Turkey. So we're making up holidays for Ryan Zimmerman, but he's making them up for us.
Did you ever find out who Turkey beat to celebrate winning day?
I don't know.
1 ball and no strikes to Zim, hitting .293. You can just look where the outfielders are and know you're facing an outstanding hitter the way they're played. Deep, straight away, all fields.
If you remember back to Kuroda's start in Los Angeles, anybody with any speed gets on first. We're going to see 4, 5, 6, 10, 12 throwovers to first base.
Yeah. By the way, where Rivera's playing in right field, that's really something. Early in a ball game, opposite field. Zimmerman gets a good piece of that one, and it is up against the wall, caught by Gwynn. Back to first base goes Ankiel. It looked like Ryan just got jammed enough to keep it in the yard. He probably knew he didn't get it.
Well, he probably doesn't like Labor Day, because I thought that was gone. Yeah, just got in, you see right there, but he got enough of it to check it out and give it a look-see. And you never know, when it's a warm day game, sometimes the ball has that extra carry to it. I thought he got him.
Next up will be Michael Morse. And he goes up hacking. He's been watching all this, and he's ready.
And Hiroki Kuroda is not fooling anybody at this point.
Mediocre record despite that very good 3.03 ERA. And that'll be well outside, sliding to his right. A.J. Ellis to grab it. And the count's even 1-1. Kuroda career against the Nats. 3 starts, 1-1 with a 2.33 ERA, including a loss this year. And now as they stay away from Michael with breaking balls, he's had 2 good takes to get the count in his favor. Jason Worth hitting .276 over the last 2.5 weeks, waiting. Pitch up, he was unable to get over the top of it at 93.
Keel was going.
Still only one out here in the first inning. Landon threw 27 pitches in the top of the inning. And Kuroda's at 15 here, facing his fourth batter. Rick started, then stopped, and Michael Morse hits a long fly ball. That is gone! Right into the gangway where the visiting pitchers enter the field. From the bullpen, and the Nats lead 3-1. And there's number 25, and the RBI total up to 81.
Michael Morse mishit so many balls this year in batting practice that got out of here. He didn't get all of that one, but he'll take it. That was a good swing. 2 strikes, battling up there once again.
Ian Desmond, the other home run hitter, removed his helmet for him. And still only one out. The Nats lead 3-1. What a power show by the Nats here in the bottom of the first, with Worth and Espinosa now the next 2 hitters. Nationals have now hit 135 home runs.
I think he's telling himself, get your hands inside of the ball. You get your hands inside of the ball, that ball's on the concourse. He's upset with himself that it wasn't one of his tape measure 445-foot shots. I mean, that's what a perfectionist the Beast is. He hits a home run, yeah, great, we're up 3-1, way to answer. But he's still talking to himself right now. Although he's happy, he wants to be perfect. I love it. I love it.
He has a legitimate shot at 30 home runs. He'll have to hurry for 100 RBIs. After today, the Nats would have 23 games left, and he's sitting on 81. It can be done. 2-2 now to Worth. And he's going to leave the premises. See you later. 4-1 Nationals.
I thought the celebrity softball game was yesterday.
For Jason Worth, that'll be his 18th RBI, number 52.
That's dugout is a place to be right now. It's hopping.
First, Jason Worth started his career in the National League with the Dodgers.
They're probably making fun of Zim right now, saying, is that all you got? Come on.
Warning track power.
Weight room.
Danny Espinosa then goes up and tries to bunt, and I love it because Aaron Miles was about 20 feet off the line and playing back at third.
Now this is pick your home run. Let's go with Jason Worth right now. Another hanger from Kuroda up in the strike zone, out over the plate. I'll tell you what, Jason Worth hit that like he knew it was coming.
That ball was crushed 2/3 of the way up toward the concourse. And then Espinosa will take strike 2 on a pitch inside corner. 3 home runs in the inning, and a 4th that fell just short. Ellis wanted the pitch up, and that's where Kuroda gave it to him. Danny Espinosa's next homer will be his 20th, and that would tie him with Ryan Zimmerman for the all-time Nationals rookie record.
I saw something interesting. Before Jason Worth went up to the plate, there was one last check back to the dugout with hitting coach Rick Eckstein. And we talked about it a lot in Atlanta. And the hitting coach I had in San Francisco, Gene Klein's, telling me right before I went up a game plan. I think that just happened. Sitting on a pitch, got it, and drove it.
Espinosa foul tips a pitch up and away, and that's the second out.
Let's go back to the Beast. We haven't even had time to show this one again. The hits are coming fast and furious. The taters are coming fast and furious. He just got that off the off the sweet spot. You see that? Down toward the label. But because of the strength of Michael Morse, that ball gets out of here. That ball just muscled out of this ballpark.
And here's Chris Marrero. Chris now playing in his 9th big league ball game. He's 7 for 29 with an RBI. Good take on the breaking ball away. 1 ball, 1 strike. And now Kuroda has thrown more pitches in the bottom of the first than John Lennon did in the top. He had 55 pitches in this game already. And Marrero's going to get his 8th major league hit. So impressed with the way Chris, when he's being pitched away, has gone to the other side or up the middle for hits this year.
Now, we even haven't had time to introduce the Dodgers defense for the day, but Tony Gwynn Jr. should be playing maybe a little bit back farther here. Matt Kemp a little deeper, Rivera a little bit deeper. 3 home runs in the first inning. Gordon Miles, Carroll Mitchell, and A.J. Ellis doing the catching.
I'll tell you what, if Juan Rivera in right field plays any deeper than where he is right now, somebody's going to charge him for a ticket. Here's Ramos. Wilson has hit safely in 13 of his last 15 games. And Ramos, of course, has already set a rookie for Nats catchers and home runs. 11 as a catcher. I mean, look how far out Juan Rivera is in the opposite side.
I'd back up too. I mean, one of the 2 outs was all the way to the wall. And Ryan Zimmerman almost got a home run. And Danny Espinosa struck out, but I'm talking about one of the outs besides all of the hits was right up against the fence.
0-2 to Ramos. And he'll look at a pitch on the inside corner. An amazing bottom of the first when Desmond led off and hit his 7th of the year, 2nd leadoff homer in a week. And then Michael Morse goes for number 25. Jason Worth, number 18. The Nats put a 4 spot up first. And there's a third, Jason Worth. So this one goes to the top of the second. Lennon back to work. Check out Luna for up to 70% off all flooring at 877-241 Luna. Shop smart, shop Luna. Lowest winning percentage with an ERA under 4. And the 2 unluckiest guys in the league are right here. Minimum 80 career decisions. So John Lennon against Tony Gwynn Jr., A.J. Ellis, and Hiroki Kuroda here in the top of the second.
Well, he's got some runs to work with. 3 total in his last 4 starts and 4 here today in the first inning.
Tony Gwynn hitting .259. A marked improvement from his .204 with the Padres last year. And a 1-1 coming with Zimmerman playing shallow at third, respecting speed. Michael Morse is maybe 35 feet off the line out there in the left field, playing close to the line. Gwynn will go oppo against left-handed pitchers quite a bit. That was a pitch inside that he had to pull, and he hits it right to Danny Espinosa.
Nice job getting that leadoff out. That's a big inning for John Lannon. Get your team right back in the dugout. Don't let Hiroki Kuroda sit there and figure things out. Get him right back on the mound.
Catcher A.J. Ellis will be next with 1 out. Ellis at .267, couple of homers and 8 RBIs. That's a good-looking changeup, fading right to the outside corner. John's had a good straight change so far.
If you notice, it's a little bit slower than the last couple of outings. And John Lannon will throw that changeup 85, 86 miles an hour. And today, 81 to 83. Sometimes you can throw that changeup too hard. It doesn't do a whole lot for you.
A.J. Ellis, 30-year-old catcher from Cape Girardeau, Missouri. And he lines one out to center field, grabbed by Jason Worth, 2 outs. Next Saturday night, the Astros will be here at 7:05. It'll be Danny Espinosa bobblehead night, presented by PNC Bank. It's for the first 15,000 fans through the gates. Drop by nationals.com/tickets and check it out. Dodgers here for 4, and a reminder for some of you who have the kids going back to school this week, the Thursday game is a day game. As a hitter, Hiroki Kuroda is 5 for 51 this year and a 101 career hitter with 3 RBIs.
Good job of getting the first 2 strikes on the opposing pitcher. That's something that John Lannon's had a little bit of trouble with lately. Getting ahead of the guy that he's going up against.
Goes right after him, gets a little chopper. Espinosa on the charge. Knew he had time, and it's a really nice and a very welcome 1-2-3 for John Lannon. How about some Labor Day nachos at the ballpark? Fuel for a long baseball afternoon.
Exmo real quick. The strength of Michael Morse. When most guys hit a home run, they have to hit it right on the sweet spot. And where did Michael Morse hit that sweet spot? It's right about there. He hit it right about there. And you got to be some kind of strong to hit a ball almost off the label out of the ballpark. And I guess the beast doesn't need a sweet spot. Sweet spot overrated when you're as strong as Michael Morse.
Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram summer clearance event. These offers won't last long, so hurry into your local dealership. Our Dodge Ram Exmo. John Lannon 5 for 52 on the year, including a home run against Hiroki Kuroda. When John got that home run, that was his first hit of the season. Remember, he was the last starter to get off to Schneid. And that's on the corner. John, by the way, 39 pitches, 25 strikes his first 2 innings. And he's the beneficiary of the Nats' biggest first inning since May 15th, when Washington dropped 6 on the Marlins. And there were no home runs in that inning. On the way to an 8-4 win behind Jason Marquis. So John Lannon gone. And it's back to Ian Desmond at the top of the order.
I love that shot of the guys in the dugout talking hitting right now. Jason Worth talking to Danny Espinosa. You got the veteran Johnny Gomes in the middle. And all talking about what they're seeing from Hiroki Kuroda so far. Release point on a slider. What he's throwing in certain counts. What did you see in your at bat? What did you hit? Sometimes the best hitting coaches in the world are your teammates. Those are the guys you go to.
One ball, one strike to Desmond, who's now hit over 320 in his last 22 games. And it's not that home runs mean much of anything when a guy's leading off, but the fact that he's hitting some now, and he might make double figures before the season's over, indicates he's driving the ball.
And the fact that he's hitting him and thinking the other way is next time up too is a great sign. That was it yesterday. He hit the home run, then went opposite field the next time up, and you see the swing right there. He's thinking about using the whole field.
Last year, Desmond hit 10 homers and drove in 65. He had 27 doubles and 4 triples. And a 2-2 that he chops left side. Kuroda over to get it. Plays it well. High throw. And somehow Russell Mitchell stayed on the bag.
You got to be in a hurry right here with the speed of Ian Desmond. Kuroda gets it, throws a little change up to first base. You saw the grip, didn't have a great one. It was good enough to get an out.
2 outs, bases empty for Rick Ankiel. Ankiel went up and hacked at the first 2 pitches and missed after the Desmond homer. He was able to work the count and get a pitch that he could put up the middle for a base hit. Good to see Ankiel get his batting average back up over the 240 mark. He loves those high fastballs, and the count's 2-2.
Well, he's going to get another one.
This team seems pretty power laden, these Nationals. And as I mentioned, they're up to 136 homers on the year now. It's only 13 short of their entire total from last year. Washington hit 149 last year, 9th in the league. Right now they're 7th in the league. And they had a team batting average last year of 250.
I think that's 3 more home runs than the Philadelphia Phillies. I think they had 133 after yesterday.
Oh, that's right down the middle, and Ankiel takes it. 2 strikeouts for Kuroda. He's fanned 3 of the last 4. It's a 4-1 lead into the 3rd. Real action going on so far. The Nats 3 homers. First time Kuroda had ever done that. So here's what's coming up. Check out the Nats' upcoming schedule presented by Xfinity, only from Comcast. Your home for the most live sports. Strasburg and Ted Lilly tomorrow night. Chin Ming Wong and Dana Eveland on Wednesday. Ross Detweiler day game Thursday against Chad Billingsley. Then the Astros are in for 3 for the weekend. And don't forget Danny Espinosa bobblehead night Saturday. Dragging a bunt, D. Gordon, and well played by John Lennon. By the way, we invite you to get Xfinity at 1-800-XFINITY, only from Comcast. With more on Tuesday night and Steven Strasburg, here's Debbie.
Davey Johnson told us earlier that Wilson Ramos will catch Steven Strasburg. He also talked about the weather. The forecast is not good for tomorrow. He said if Steven warms up and then rain comes along, they will have to push his start to another day. But hopefully the weather will cooperate, Bob.
Yeah, that's a sticky situation.
I'm told there's plenty of tickets available for tomorrow night.
We don't like that, do we? We don't want there to be many tickets available, but if you haven't made your decision yet, and I know some fans do wait on the weather, hopefully baseball here tomorrow evening. Jamie Carroll doubled to the gap in left center first time, and then immediately Matt Kemp drove him home. There he is. His collected RBI number 106, tying Ryan Howard for 3rd in all of baseball. Prince Fielder and Curtis Granderson lead the major leagues, each with 107. Howard and Kemp with 106. Adrian Gonzalez of the Red Sox 103. Robinson Cano of the Yankees 101, and Mark Teixeira 100. So those are your triple-digit RBI guys. Next National Leaguer to make it will be Troy Tulowitzki of Colorado, who now has 97. 3-2 now to Jamie Carroll. Lennon throws a strike and gets some contact on that ball to knock it down and keep it close. John Lennon has to feel like he's been in target practice all season long.
Well, this is a bigger play than you would imagine. I mean, that ball's hit hard. It's right back at him. A little flinch right there from John Lennon. Do you see where his head was? And that ball hit the mound. He was looking toward the sky, but he got enough glove on it to knock it down and stop it. Anytime John Lannan fields a comebacker after what happened this season, it is a small victory.
Now facing Matt Kemp the way you prefer, which is bases empty. And a good fastball to the outside corner. Matt Kemp is from Midwest City, Oklahoma, right outside the state capital, Oklahoma City. He was a 6th rounder for the Dodgers in '03 out of Midwest City High School, where he was an All-American. Great athlete. Recruited to play basketball at OU out there. And played on an AAU team with Sheldon Williams, who would go on to Duke. Three and one. But he's only 26 years of age. He's already in his 6th year in the big leagues, and this kid's future is unlimited.
He just gets you in so many ways. If you pitch around him, he's got 37 steals and 46 attempts. 2nd in the National League in that category. So right when you think you're going to pitch around a guy that's a triple crown threat, lots of power, good batting average, he'll steal 2nd, he'll steal 3rd.
He takes his walks too. 69 of them, 6th in the league, resulting in that .401 on base percentage. And another 3-2 count for John Lannan. Enjoying a 3-run lead. Top of the 3rd. Not quite ready to deliver that one. Oh, he goes off speed. Almost slipped it by him.
He tried to go 3-2 curve right there, but that was up. Probably not where John wanted that pitch.
He goes breaker again. And Matt Kemp slams his bat down and almost hits the umpire with it. That'll be his 135th strikeout. Fairness for the wireless industry by automatically giving you money back on your monthly bill for unused minutes with Money Back Minutes. Learn more at Cox.com. All about the power and the pitching for the Nats so far. By the way, first inning was the 4th time this year the Nationals have hit 3 home runs in 1 inning. Ryan Zimmerman almost had one. He leads off the bottom of the 3rd. Ryan coming off a 3-for-13 series against the Mets. Kuroda finding that strikeout touch. 3 of the last 4 outs. And he has struck out 4 of the last 5 hitters. Zimmerman rifles one out to center. Kemp right there to grab it. Never get tired of looking at these.
It all started with Ian Desmond on a cement mixer right out over the plate. Got all of it. That was home run number 1. Michael Morse getting a two-seam fastball in the inner half. Not quite on the sweet spot, right by the label, but showing a lot of strength. And another cement mixer from Hiroki Kuroda to Jason Worth, and that one was probably the farthest one of the bunch.
That ball is scorched by Michael Morse right at D. Gordon. Well, the Nats are swinging the bats today.
Yeah, a couple of good at-bats back-to-back with nothing to show. Zimmerman, a lot of backspin on that line drive to Matt Kemp, and Michael Morse got all of that one to short. A little elevation on both of those. And Morse would have had another homer, and Zim would too. But I'm sure Davey Johnson would love to see his ball club add on to that 4 spot in the first.
Get ahead, add on. Protect the lead with a great back end of the bullpen. Long way to go for that to happen. And Worth will swing and miss. That's 6 in a row now for Kuroda since the Marrero base hit.
See, that's game plan hitting too. You got a slider, you hit it out your first time up. You know you're not going to get that pitch again. So looking for a first pitch fastball, just swung through it.
Had him reaching for a breaking ball well off the plate there.
That was the shuto, the split finger. Usually a pitch that Hiroki Kuroda saved for until he's got 2 strikes.
And Worth will fight off the pitch. Out to the gap. It is caught by a diving Tony Gwynn. Dodgers are the 3rd best defensive team in the National League. And Tony Gwynn showing serious range and a good finish in the left center field gap. On to the middle innings. It's gone well for the Nats. Kuroda, though, settling things down. named Russell Mitchell for the Dodgers. Great ovation for the crowd as we honor our wounded Warriors here. And the 2012 season ticket offer still in force. Buy 2 for next year, get 2 free. Place a deposit now and get the rest of this season free. Go to nationals.com/2012. John Lannan, 54 pitches, 34 strikes. Juan Rivera, fly ball to left, first time up.
It's funny, John and I had a discussion in Atlanta after his last start on the bench. I was talking to Tom Glavine about the changeup. And he was saying that he was going to try to throw it a little bit slower this start, and he has. Sometimes he throws at 86 miles an hour like we were talking about last inning, but today the changeup has been great. Good fade to it. Good arm speed.
So what's the difference between fastball, changeup that you're looking for?
I mean, there's no real set speed differential that you want, but obviously the more the better, right? The harder the fastball, the slower the changeup, like we see with Tyler Clippard all the time. It's difficult for a hitter whenever you have a 10-mile-an-hour split between 2 pitches. And number one, it's tough to pick up, and number two, even if you do pick it up, it's hard to put it in play.
That was close, but it's ball 4. And Juan Rivera walks to lead off the 4th. That'll be John Lannan's second walk of the day. He has fan 3. Giving up a run on 2 hits. Aaron Miles walked his first time up.
Well, the last thing John Lannan wants to do with a 3-run lead is put guys on for free. You get yourself an early lead in a ball game, go out there, pound the strike zone, let your defense work behind you.
Russell Mitchell, rookie first baseman. And Lannan gets the inside corner with that one. Nice pitch right under the hands of the right-handed hitter. That was a breaker right in on his batting gloves.
And 2 pitches in a row in the inner half. Might have him set up for something soft away.
Miles has hit into 11 double plays this year.
Coming in again. And all 3 of those pitches on the inner half were perfect from Lannan. If you're going to go inside, bury it inside. 2 fastballs and a slider were perfect.
Taking his time to walk things off. Boy, it's got to be tough to dig back in after you've just hit yourself so hard like that. 1-2 to Lannon. Nobody out here. Top of the fourth. And Miles was hopping around after that swing.
I think he is still feeling it. Almost thought he was waiting for a trainer to come out and check it out.
Target inner half. And Lennon missing up high, and the count's even 2-2. It's the only National League game in progress right now. Houston at Pittsburgh. We're trying to get started. Raining over there. And as we mentioned, the rest of this division, the East, in action under the lights. Miles, what a good at bat after what he went through. A one hopper out to Michael Morse, and the Dodgers have 2 on, nobody out in the fourth inning.
Well, that might have been a case of just one too many pitches on the inner half of the plate. Went in there 3 or 4 times in a row, and finally Miles makes the adjustment. Short, compact swing, barrel to the baseball, gets himself a knock after an adventurous at bat, and he is still feeling it rounding first. I guarantee you it feels a lot better after a base hit.
He's been one tough cookie in this league for a long time, still plugging away at the age of 34. And John Lannon delivers a strike to Russell Mitchell. Struck out with 2 men aboard. On a breaking ball low to end that first inning after the Dodgers had scored a run. We've got the tying run in the batter's box here. Tony Gwynn just showed his defense a moment ago. He'll be hitting next. Bounce it to Zimmerman. Second base 2. And almost a triple play. Danny Espinosa's ball gets by Chris Marrero. A 5-4 double play within an eyelash of getting all 3.
And Danny had a hair longer than he thought he had. Watch right here. He's got a second to turn this and take his time, but you know, in your mind, you're thinking triple play. I got to be in a hurry right here. Gets a good feed from Ryan Zimmerman, right on the money. Comes off the base and just throws it wide. And I thought for sure that was a triple play, but John Lannon will definitely take 2.
Crowd buzzing about that. You know, these days, you usually only see triple plays on a line drive when runners get picked off. There's a high fly ball to left on the first pitch to Tony Gwynn Jr. And John Lannon's going to put this inning to a sudden halt. We came within an eyelash of an amazing accomplishment. 4-1 Nats, though.
one more time. I mean, anytime the ball takes you toward the bag as a third baseman, first and second, nobody out, you're thinking double play. And this is where, look at Chris Marrero, might have stretched a hair too soon right there. His foot was in the air, probably not able to make the adjustment on the 95-mile-an-hour sinker from Danny Espinoza. But you look right there, just off the tip of his glove, and Landon thought he had a triple play. Oh!
Well, then he got the last out on one more pitch, so it worked out okay. I think Marrero's foot was toward the outfield side of that bag. If he's on the inside corner of that first base bag, he probably reaches that ball easily.
Well, maybe stretches a hair later. It looked like he committed to a throw that he thought was going to be perfect. If you see the throw is going to be to your left, you kind of step toward the throw, and maybe you have a better chance to make that play.
Espinoza, Marrero, and Ramos in the bottom of the fourth for the Nats.
I've never seen one, partner. That's why I stood up. I got excited. I thought I was going to see my first triple play.
I've never seen one around the horn like that. Had a couple of them on line drives. You know, when guys get picked off all over the place. Sometimes runners will be moving on a 2-strike count, and everybody gets picked off on an infield line drive. That's the old-fashioned way. Danny struck out swinging first time up. And a fastball gets by him. 5 strikeouts for Kuroda, who's now retired 9 of the last 10 hitters he's faced.
Yeah, but the 3 he retired last inning were all missiles.
Marrero, 9 big league games, 8 hits. He's 8 for 30. That's a busted bat over to the left side for Aaron Miles. Geico President's Race. Teddy with a huge lead. And then Teddy taunts. And then he turned around and ran just about the same speed frontways as he did backwards and finishes 4th.
If nobody's falling or getting tackled or getting hurt, I'm not interested.
I've never seen Teddy taunt before. He's been taunted on numerous occasions. Wilson Ramos called on strikes first time, ending the first inning. That ball is ripped, and it gets the chalk down the third base line. Ramos will have to dig for 2 here. That ball hit a stool on the field down there and came to a halt, and Tony Gwynn Jr. came to get it, made it a close play. Ramos continues his extra base hit streak here.
Yeah, doubles Ramos one more time, gets into a 2-0 count, gets a high fastball from Kuroda, drives it down the line, and how many times have we said, pick up your stool if you're a ball girl? But I think that might have actually helped Wilson. If that ball carried him straight to Gwynn, he might be out at second.
There's Lannon, and John has an RBI opportunity. That's a fastball that misses outside. So Wilson Ramos, his last 3 hits have been doubles. And he's done that over a span of 5 at-bats.
We got to have a clinic out here. When the ball's coming towards you, pick up your chair and run with your chair.
Oh, I ushered for 7 years. That's the first thing they told us. Stand up, grab the stool, and then run away from the baseball. And I can tell you on AstroTurf, those things would come quickly. How about John Lannon's home run off Hiroki Kuroda?
Long ball Lannon.
Not exactly a hitter's park, Dodger Stadium.
He got all that. A little slider on the inner half of the plate, dropping the barrel on it. If you saw his first at-bat off Kuroda today, everything was away.
One and two now to John, who's driven in 5 runs this year. And he can't reach that one. 4th inning is over. Nationals strand only their 2nd runner of the day. Washington on top 4-1. Visit FCA.org, the association for IT pros.
Well, rookie Chris Marrero is enjoying his first taste of Nationals Park. He's enjoying a lot of it, and he likes working across the diamond from Ian Desmond.
I played with him in the past, and he's been able to, give me a few pointers here and there on stuff, and we got a great infield, and I'm just honored to be part of it for the time being, and just want to continue and contribute to the team and win some games.
Chris told me, too, that his family has been here watching him, and he's also been really impressed with all the fan support from Potomac. Of course, he said the clubhouse is first class, and everything is terrific, Bob.
Life's good in the big leagues. Well, Chris Marrero has acquitted himself well.
You know who else's family is here? Wilson Ramos. His mother and his sister. That's the first time they've ever seen him play in the States. They came in Friday.
That's great.
Watching him play.
Well, no wonder he's getting all those extra base hits. He wants to stand on second base and be able to face back to him and give him a wave, evidently. He's had a nice weekend and a nice holiday today. By the way, Wilson's hit safely in 9 straight games now as he sets up behind A.J. Ellis. Ellis hit the ball hard first time and lined out to Jason Worth. That's a strike on the corner. Well placed by John Lannon with his 76th pitch of the day. Hiroki Kuroda on deck. And then D. Gordon in the top of the 5th. Dodgers hit .221 in July when they had a losing record, and then in August and September they've upped that to .267. They're scoring a run and a half a game more than they were back then, and they're hitting almost 100 runs higher, like Don Mattingly would with runners in scoring position. So look at that, 11 of their last 13. Another ball out to center. Wirth's going to have to hurry, and right there he gets to grab it.
Well, they're playing good baseball, 20-12 since August 1st, trying to make up for a 10-16 June. I'd say they're playing as good as anybody in the West.
Problem is for them, they're still 11.5 back of Arizona. I think when I checked it this morning, they had 14 fewer wins than Atlanta. Unless something really amazing happens, wild cards will come out of the East in both leagues. But it has given Dodger fans some relief in a pretty miserable year on and off the field, especially off. Ankiel came up throwing, but nobody over to get to cover first base. That might have been a possibility of a throw out at the bag as Kuroda gets the base hit. Hispanic Heritage Night will be Friday against the Astros at 7:05. Come and celebrate Hispanic heritage here at the ballpark with the Nats. Starting at $10. Drop by nationals.com/tickets. We've had those before. It's always a beautiful atmosphere at the ballpark. Very festive. Wonderful music. And we'll be showing you some of our moves up here in the booth.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
If John Lannon finds a way to double up this guy, he's got something going.
Top of the order, D. Gordon. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball, and Ramos keeps it close. Lannon's going to get him on the inside half. He had Gordon thinking about that outside corner. And for John Lannon, his 4th strikeout. Verizon with the pitch track.
Check out the curveball from John Lannon. The second time that Gordon has gone down looking today. And that just buckled him. You look at the grip, the release point, the late break. Good frame by Wilson Ramos on the backside.
Brought to you by Verizon, America's largest and most reliable network. And here's Jamie Carroll, 1 for 2 with a double. Should be 2 for 2. John Lannon knocked down his drive right through the box last time and threw him out.
We talk about Jesus Flores and how well he frames. Well, check this out by Wilson Ramos. If he doesn't go out and get this ball, it's not a strike. See him reach out there and stick it? If he lets that ball get closer to him, it'll appear like it's down in the zone, not a strike to the home plate umpire. Great frame job. Went out and got that ball.
Ballpark bathed in sunshine now as we make it into the 5th inning. Dodgers are running the top of the 1st. The Nats with 4 in the bottom. Lannon and Kuroda battling pitch for pitch since then. Nats have hit the ball hard throughout the ball game. And Jamie Carroll continues to take great swings. Jason Wirth will run it down. He's looking like he's been in center field for 5 years. Ian Desmond, top of the order coming up. Nets on top by 3.
railroad cars into the furnace at Ironworks, and I was also loading 100-pound sacks onto the flatbeds and then riding the flatbed out to the rig and putting them in the warehouse out there for the oil rigs, because we weren't allowed as youngsters to lift weights. But I felt like my hands, if I could make my hands get stronger, I'd be a better ball player.
First jobs, talking about it on Labor Day. You remember yours?
As a shortstop for the West Palm Beach Expos in 1989.
First paid position ever?
Yep.
You athletes are so pampered.
Well,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Mine was delivering newspapers in 7th grade.
See, that would
you
be
would
fun.
never let your kids stand on a street corner at 8:30 at night now and sell newspapers.
So you're selling them on a street corner.
How about that? I mean, you would never let your kids do that again.
See, I would like to be on the bike just winging them at people's houses, taking out windows and going. That would be fun.
We did that on holidays. Debbie Taylor, what was your first job?
This was so much fun. I sold souvenirs at a AA park in Nashua, New Hampshire, Holman Stadium. They were the Nashua Pirates. It was a lot of fun.
Sold souvenirs, huh? Nice. And, of course, our Masson production crew. Our Masson crew was assembled at the age of 13, 14, 15, respectively, to produce ball games, and they've been together ever since. They've never had any other jobs. That's how good they are. There's Desmond. Ian, home run. And a chopper that Kuroda grabbed and threw him out first time.
And the third time through, 306. That second time held true.
Desmond with a pop fly over by the tarp.
Right there, Russ.
Enough to get it out of play. Don't need a lot. Just an add-on run, 1 or 2 here and there, to make this a comfortable ball game going into the late innings. The Nats have not had many comfortable afternoons this year. For some reason, they do play well on Labor Day. 5-0, we had that stat. In fact, the Expos Nats 25-18 on Labor Day down through the years. And that's going to get Desmond looking on the outside corner. Suddenly you look up in the 5th inning and Kuroda has 7 strikeouts. Solutions that help you achieve your financial goals. PNC for the achiever in you with our minor league report. Brad Peacock. Look at that, a combined 15-3. You can average out the ERAs, the opponent's batting average. And the control numbers are good. Any clue on when we might see him?
Tomorrow.
Peacock and Lombardozzi tomorrow, they're saying. Nice. And he's headed for the bullpen to start with, right?
That's what I understand, yes. So all these names we've been hearing about all season long in the minor league reports. There's going to be some faces and some bodies to put with the stats. It's great. See him play.
Debbie Taylor later. We'll have more on the call-ups coming tomorrow. Rick Ankiel on a pitch up, and now Kuroda striking out everybody in sight. He's up in the low 80s, and with that pitch count, he might last for another inning or two, and the Nats might have had him on the ropes early.
And Rick Ankiel has had trouble laying off the high fastball from Kuroda all day long. Until you show you can hit it, he's going to stay up there.
He's given up 1 hit since the 1st inning. Only 2 since the Jason Worth homer that capped off that 4-run uprising. And here's Ryan Zimmerman. He's hit the ball well twice. Deep fly ball to left and a line drive to center. really spotting that fastball well away from some of these right-handed hitters.
Well, I think that's the adjustment he made. He didn't have good off speed today, and he didn't trust his fastball early in the game. Now he's trusting it. He's got good sink, good life, down in the zone. Adding to it when he needs to with 2 strikes.
He doesn't have the exaggerated pause of Chin-Ming Wong, but he gets on that back leg and has a slight hesitation at the back of his delivery. I mean, compared to Wong, who's out there forever, this one relatively short. In fact, he's got 2 stops.
He's got a little hesitation and pause in his delivery, but right now he's got the fastball going on. Let's check out the last pitch. Probably the bottom half of the strike, so if it was a strike. But when you're working fast, you're throwing strikes, Bill Miller's going to look for strikes. And 2 of the 3 home runs he gave up today were on sliders. The home run to Michael Morse was on a 2-seam fastball. So the off speed hasn't been there today for Kuroda, but the fastball has.
3-2 with the bases empty and 2 outs. Zimmerman gets jammed severely. Hit the ball pretty sharply to Jamie Carroll, and the Nats are down in order in the 5th, still leading 4-1. They'll give you money back on your monthly bill for minutes you do not use. It's fairness for the wireless industry. Learn more at Cox.com.
After being spotted a 3-run lead early, John Lannon's been good. Free and easy with the fastball right here to Gordon. Strike 3 looking. A little change up down the zone right there. So the off speed's been good for Lannon all day. Got a number of strikeouts with it. There's a backdoor curveball to Matt Kemp, and another curveball right here to Gordon looking once again. So that's a 4 strikeouts for Lannon. 90 pitches so far, 57 for strikes.
John Lannon trying to go at least 6 for the 16th time this year. Left side, Zimmerman to his left, picks it on to first for the out. Beautifully done. You know, not to be forgotten on that near triple play was the little in-between hop that Ryan Zimmerman played to get that whole thing started. He is so smooth with that glove.
Well, I'm to the point with Zimmerman, as I talk about Danny Espinosa all the time. When he makes a great play now, it's just routine. To where you've seen so many all year long, you just start taking it for granted how good these guys really are on defense.
Juan Rivera has flied out and walked. And Lannon delivers that fastball to the outside corner. Getting ahead. Tom Gorzelani and Colin Ballister for the Nats. And the only reason they're up is the pitch count. John Lennon took 90 pitches to go through those 5 innings. He continues to drop that hammer on everybody, right-handed or left.
Not quite as sharp as it was last outing, but very effective nonetheless. Like we said, last outing was the best curveball he's had all year.
Went 7, low-scoring game in Atlanta. Only 2 of the 3 runs he gave up were earned. Struck out 6, walked just 1. Nats dropped it 3-1. Reaching out and stroking that ball up the middle, Juan Rivera. Only the Dodgers' 5th hit of the day. Nobody has more than one. The only RBI, first inning, Matt Kemp with the double. RBI number 106, right after the Jamie Carroll double. So that brings in Aaron Miles, who's walked and singled. And Davey Johnson's to the mound here. He has become the modern day Sparky Anderson, Captain Hook here lately. Looks like he wants to talk to John. Is he going to ask for the baseball? He has signaled to the bullpen. And John Lannon will be done after 94 pitches. Certainly in line for the lead after going 5 1/3. Call to the bullpen brought to you by and packaged by the UPS Store. We love logistics. Of course, rather Lannon in line for win number 9. America's largest and most reliable wireless network. Right down for the Navy Yard, Nationals Park. You can see it in the distance. And we are in the top of the 6th inning. John Lennon has gone after 5 1/3 innings, giving up just a run so far on 5 hits. 1 on 1 out. Aaron Miles, the hitter.
Pretty good day for John Lannon. I think the reason Davey Johnson went to go get him, 94 pitches. And yesterday with Livan Hernandez, it happened real fast. And maybe he saw something he didn't like right there, or thought that John was getting tired and wanted him to have a good taste in his mouth and have a good outing. 5 hits, 1 run. Good job. Way to go. Bullpen's got your back.
Colin Ballister nearly rescued a game a few nights ago for the Nats when they fell behind big early. Ross Detweiler was taken out and he pitched 4 innings, gave up 1 solo home run to at least keep a game against the Mets. Reasonable before New York finally won it 7-3. And with his batting spot 6 spots away, he might be pitching a couple here.
When you come out of the bullpen, the #1 goal is to throw strikes immediately.
Miles walked early in the ball game, then after fouling a ball off his foot, singled to left field in the 4th. That's when Russell Mitchell almost hit into the 5-4-3 triple play. This one in the air to left. Michael Morse was playing shallow. Doesn't have to move much for that one. 2 outs.
And Colin Ballister was good the other night against the Mets. Friday through 4 innings. Gave up just 2 hits, 1 run. Struck out 2, and the one was a solo shot. You talk about being a long man, coming out of the bullpen, getting the job done, giving your team some innings. Ballister's coming off a good outing.
And in those 4 innings, he made only 45 pitches. 26 were strikes. James Loney will pinch hit for Mitchell here now that the Nats have gone with the right-hander. Loney having a .277 season with 9 homers and 51 RBIs. He is 0 for 9 as a pinch hitter.
How about Russ Mitchell? What an interesting day. He hit into a double play and reached first base.
Loney, 27 years of age. He was a first rounder for the Dodgers 9 years ago. His 6th year at the big league level, career average of .288. And he drove in 88 runs last year and 90 each of the 2 years before that. He's not a big home run guy. He'll drive in 80 or 90 runs, close to 100, hitting 10 to 13 home runs a year. Just a good RBI guy. That ball back to the screen, 1-2. And maybe best of all, James Loney is an alum of that RBI program in Houston, reviving baseball in the inner city. He was a pitcher and a first baseman at Elkins High School, and he was headed to Baylor but signed with the Dodgers.
I think when you play in a power position like first base, probably like a little more run production out of a guy that's playing on a corner. 9 home runs, 51 RBIs. And he does that very well. He puts the ball in play nicely.
Yeah.
But that's a big guy that I'm sure the Dodgers would like to see a little more pop out of.
Well, they gave it to him for 3 years, but hasn't worked out that much this season. So now they have 2 on 2 out with Gwynn coming up.
Nice job of staying on the off speed from Ballister, not trying to do too much, put the ball in play with 2 strikes. And Steve McCaddy out to the mound, or is that Davey Johnson out immediately? And that's going to be it for Ballister.
Wow. Playing situational baseball, these managers in September in the 5th and 6th innings with all these bullpen pitchers available. Gorzelani had been warming for a while. Lefty-lefty matchup coming. since 5 men hit for Washington in the bottom of the first inning. If you are a season ticket holder, you can renew by Thursday, September 15th, and still receive a 5% discount for next year. Your benefits include red carpet rewards, the Grand Slam easy payment plan, and a Curly W renewal gift. Nationals.com/renew for all your renewal ticket information for 2012. I think a lot more people will be interested in renewing and buying new season tickets, possibly after tomorrow night. City anticipating the return of Steven Strasburg and how he will fare against a very good Dodger team tomorrow. So here's Tom Gorzelani, who's made 15 starts. This will be his 10th relief appearance. 96 hits in 96 innings, 86 strikeouts.
Left-hander's hitting just 165 against Gorzelani this year.
Dodgers now have the tying run in the batter's box with Tony Gwynn Jr., who's bounced out to second, flied out to left. Gorzelani throws 90 right by him. Oh, that's perfect at the knees on the outside corner.
It's just paint. Not a whole lot you can do with this if you're a left-handed hitter. On the black, perfect pitch.
The bat moving a little too quickly for Tony Gwynn, who's driven in 19 runs. Gorzelani goes right after him. Some wonderful breaking balls there. Morse, Worth, and Espinosa coming up. Nats still lead 4-1. I've heard of line dancing. I'm not sure what we're watching right there, with Ronald McDonald evidently right in the middle of that group. But you often say you can win a ball game in the first inning. That might or may not be the case today, but it was good to see the offense get cranked up right after the Nats had given up that first run.
Yeah, I mean, Michael Morse is coming up right now, and I think when you talk about Kuroda settling down, going to his fastball, the hitters are seeing this on the bench right now, and you got to make the adjustments accordingly. I mean, he's going to the fastball, stay on the fastball, try to add on to your lead. You'd like to get a couple of more runs in this baseball game, but Kuroda's settled down nicely as he starts with a first pitch curveball right after I say he's going to his fastball.
Well, he is mixing things up, and the Nats haven't been able to do much with him. Michael Morse killed the ball twice today. The home run that he didn't get all of, but enough to get it out of here, and then he almost took D. Gordon in the left center field with a one-hopper last time up. Josh Lindblom. 10 relievers available for the Dodgers, 8 of them right-handers. Talking about Matt Kemp and Michael Morse coming into this game, leading their teams in average, home runs, and RBIs, the triple crown categories.
They're also leading their team in largeness.
Big, strong guys. Jason Worth next. That's a fastball running back toward the outside corner, and Morse did well to stay with it. Vladimir Guerrero, last one in this organization to lead his ball club in all 3 of those categories, so no Nationals has ever done that.
That's a good step out right there by Michael Morse. Stand that box too long. Kuroda looking in too long. Step out, do it all over again.
2-2 with the target away. Michael mashes it straight back. By the way, Kuroda trying to go 6 innings for the 22nd time this year. The home runs got him in the first inning. The Desmond leadoff after Ankiel's single. The 2-run shot by Morse, which was the big blow. Then the icing on the cake for the inning, Worth going way upstairs left field. And a 2-2 to Michael again, way outside, uncatchable. Kuroda this year has gone at least 621 times and gone at least 7 innings, 10 more. Don Mattingly's ball club with a team ERA of 3.62, 5th in the National League. Michael Morse rams one to left. It is into the bullpen. The Nationals use the long ball again, and it's a 5-1 game on Michael's 26th.
Well, he got that one for sure. I mean, how many times have we seen it with Michael Morse this year? Fouling balls off with 2 strikes, battling in the course of an at-bat to buy himself an extra pitch. Let's show you one of those. A tough pitch on the outer half. I'm just going to foul it off and buy myself one more chance and get a hanging slider out over the middle of the plate and hit my 26th home run of the year.
Oh, what a sound that was.
So when you watch the highlights, you see the home runs, but you don't see what leads up to the home runs, and it's the battle in Michael Morse, the fight, the fouling pitches off to get to that. That's what impresses me so much about that guy as a hitter, and that's why he's hitting 300.
Jason Worth 1 for 2. He has homered. So the Nats have 4 on the day and 137 on the year. And Michael Morse just blows right by 25 home runs and adds another. His RBI total is up to 82 now. We can still only but wonder what he would have done in Phoenix in that home run derby had he made the All-Star team. They would have been crazy not to pick him.
It would have been unbelievable. But, you know, I'm telling the truck in the course of that at-bat, I want to see the foul balls. And they're probably thinking, you know, I'm the craziest analyst in Major League Baseball. I want to show foul balls on a replay. But I'm getting excited up here as a former hitting coach, watching all these foul balls and buying another chances.
Jason Worth opposite field, and it's caught by Rivera right up against the scoreboard. These boys are putting on a show today. Where that ball's caught, it's almost 370 feet from home plate.
It's kind of been the theme, what we've talked about all season long, right? 2-strike approach. And we talk about it when it's not good, so I feel like we need to talk about it today. It's been amazing. The first inning, Desmond's home run with 2 strikes, Ankiel's base hit with 2 strikes, Morse's home run with 2 strikes. And both of Michael Morse's home runs today have come in 2-strike counts. That's good hitting.
One ball and 1 strike. So I think the point you're making is guys who are having great at bats, it's no accident. This just isn't some flash out of nowhere where they do these things. They're doing things to lead up to that, to get into those situations.
I mean, every time as a major league hitter you buy yourself another pitch by fouling off a tough pitch with 2 strikes, you're giving yourself a chance. With some guys, it's a chance to put the ball in play. Other guys, it's a chance to get a base hit. And guys like Michael Morse, it's a chance to go deep.
Just amazing how he's been able to barrel up the ball so much this year. Danny Espinosa, couple of strikeouts today. Marrero to follow here in the 6th. So the Nats do add, and now they've got that 4-run cushion. Well, Chris Marrero has a base hit again today. Breaking ball away, had him reaching. 2 outs. Strikeout number 9 by Kuroda, who's due to bat 2nd in the 7th, so this inning will be it for him. That'll be a season high for him.
A tough day for Danny Espinosa after getting 3 hits yesterday. His turn will come around one more time, though.
Yeah.
He got one more shot.
By the way, Kuroda's career high 11 strikeouts back in 08 against the Cubs. But a lot of strikeouts and a lot of long balls. Nats will take it. Marrero 1 for 2. And then there's young Mr. Ramos, who keeps checking in with doubles. His last 3 hits have been for extra bases.
We just need some guys to get on to go on the home run trot with all these homers. 4 home runs today, just 5 runs. I used to practice my home run trot on other guys' home runs. You get on first base and you run around the bases saying, well, I don't hit that many, so I'm going to practice my trot on your home run.
Here's the 3-2 with 2 outs. And that is scorched by Marrero. So he has a 2-hit day. So that's 9 big league hits in 9 games. He's 9 for 32.
Another 2-strike hit. Like you just said, 2nd hit of the day for Marrero. Just staying on that split down in the zone. Good extension, good follow through.
Strong young man. Hitting .281, by the way, in his first week in the big leagues.
All day long, a great 2-strike approach for Nationals hitters versus Hiroki Kuroda.
So here's Wilson Ramos. Don Mattingly trying to nurse Kuroda through 6 innings here. Tom Gorzelani has stepped out to the on-deck circle. That could influence how Kuroda approaches Ramos here.
I'm trying to see what side the ear flap's on.
Looks like it's on the left.
So he's going to hit right-handed. Yep.
Yes, he is. And Ramos just guides that ball up the middle. Jamie Carroll throws him out. And the Nats get another blast. Leading off the inning, Michael Morse with a low laser to left center. Look out, boys. It's heading for the bullpen. And the Nats lead 5-1. And 82 RBIs now. And the Nats have a 4-run lead with Gorzolani on the mound heading into the 7th. Masson wants to thank you who have followed all along on Facebook, Twitter, and via mobile alerts this season. September 16th to 18th, fans who are at the ballpark will have chances to win exclusive Nationals prizes and experiences all weekend. Follow us at facebook.com/MassaNationals, twitter.com/MassaNationals, and text Nats Social to 29292 for all of the details. All right, now it's up to the bullpen to protect this thing the rest of the way for John Lennon. Tyler Clippard starting to dig in out there. Nats would love Gorzolani to skate on through this 7th inning. To face the catcher, A.J. Ellis. And then a pinch hitter for Kuroda, who just threw 114 pitches in 6 innings. That'll be Justin Sellers, one of their call-ups, 25-year-old infielder.
I talked to Tom Gorzolani about the drop-down sidearm he's using with 2 strikes to lefties. He said he likes it. He's going to stay with it a little bit longer. It's something that he's implemented into his repertoire. But he said that one in Atlanta that you were talking about, he dropped down too low on it. He's like,
maybe why we noticed it.
Yeah, I can't get down there that far with 2 strikes.
Well, he did get a good result with it. He struck out the hitter. And that'll bring in Sellers here in the 7th. And if you think the Dodgers are going quietly into the holiday afternoon, think again. They could be at the top of their order here in a moment. So here's Sellers, who they got in a trade with the Cubs 2.5 years ago. He's from Huntington Beach. Played at Marina High School out there and had committed to Cal State Fullerton when he signed with the Oakland Athletics. Big breaking ball. That thing was way under his bat and way inside by the time he got it through the hitting zone. In on his hands, hooking into the corner, and well foul. High pop up. Right at the bag. Danny Espinoza. For the out, nearly standing on the bag when he put it away. Today's copyrighted telecast presented by authority of the Washington Nationals and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the expressed written consent of the Washington Nationals. All right, here's D. Gordon. 2 strikeouts today. The Nats also got him when he tried to bunt. He has listed at 5'11", 150. So you're looking at a greyhound right there with very little wind resistance when he gets going.
As a 12-year-old, 5'6", Dodgers people tell me he could dunk a basketball.
Yeah, I heard he was a great athlete. And the Nats have made quick work of him 4 times today. Second K by Gorzolani. Gordon down on strikes for the 3rd time.
The first time swinging for Gordon. And just look overmatched on the slider from Tom Gorzolani.
And Davey Johnson will make a move here with Jamie Carroll coming in. And Matt Kemp behind him. Tyler Clippard's been ready. And a good job by Tom Gorzolani. He'll pitch 1 full inning, strike out a couple of guys, and set it up for a Clip. A full inning of work, gives up 1 base hit. And the Potomac Nationals are having their last regular season game today against the Kinston Indians down there at Woodbridge, Fitzner Stadium. Getting ready for the playoffs now as they're back there to try to defend their Carolina League Championship. They'll play Game 3 at Fitzner Stadium on Friday at 7:05. Game 4, if necessary, Saturday the 10th at 6:35. Go to PotomacNationals.com to check out playoff action at the high A level. There's Alex Cora. He'll be leading off in the bottom of the 7th as the Nats go double switch here. Batting 7th and pitching is Tyler Clippard. All right, for the first time in a while, pitching with a lead. First pitch right in there. 92 on the fastball to Jamie Carroll, who's 1 for 3. Hit the ball hard 3 times.
And I've been wondering out loud the last couple of Clipper outings if it's affected him, the fact that he's in a game without a lead. I think when he's got the ball in his hand, he wants to hand it to his roommate Drew Storn for a save opportunity. But he's a different guy. As we've seen throughout the course of the season, when he gets regular action, that's when he's sharp.
Oh, that's right to the outside corner.
Anytime he can get to 2 strikes without showing his changeup, serious advantage.
And you don't want to face Matt Kemp with 2 men aboard here. If he leads off the 8th inning, the Nats have taken a huge step toward winning this game.
Good pitch. Good 0-2 pitch right there. Come in off the plate, move a hitter. There's a lot of things you can do off of that pitch. You go right back in there with another fastball. You could elevate the fastball or drop a changeup on a guy that feels 92 come close to hitting him. Pretty good take right there by Jamie Carroll. That was one of the better changeup we've seen from Clipper in a long time.
And a big pitch here on 2-2. Clippard gets him on the high fastball.
Tough guy to strike out.
Jamie Carroll fans for only the 43rd time this year. Tyler Clippard takes him right up the ladder, and that leaves Matt Kemp in the on-deck circle. And as I said, the Nats have just taken a huge step toward winning here on Labor Day. 5-1, bottom of the 7th, straight ahead. Tomorrow night. We're going to start you with Nats Extra at 6:30 and Steven Strasburg at 7:05. 5-3 with a 2.91 ERA in his rookie season, starting for the first time since August 21st. Ted Lilly goes for the Dodgers. He's 9-13 with a 4.39 ERA, and in his last 4 starts, he's 4-0 with a 3.12.
It is time now for the Morgan Franklin pivotal play. We're going to go back to the first inning. Dodgers score on the top of the first. Ian Desmond leading things off. Hiroki Kuroda, hands on hips. Kid catches the ball, a little souvenir. Ian Desmond's 7th home run of the year. His 2nd as a leadoff hitter. And that's our Morgan Franklin pivotal play. Morgan Franklin and their clients know that pivotal plays don't just happen in sports. See who's making them in business and government at pivotalplays.com.
Seventh inning stretch for 25,518 fans here today. Justin Sellers will stay in the ballgame now and play second base. So Jamie Carroll on the double switch will be out. The Dodgers pitcher will be batting in the number 2 spot. And that pitcher is Josh Lindblom. Big kid, 6'4", 240 from Harrison High School in Indiana. Pitched at Purdue. And he's been pretty good lately. Hasn't allowed a home run in 21 major league innings. The league hitting only .215 against him. He had 16 saves in 33 games at AA Chattanooga for LA.
And fastball, slider, curveball, change. Fastball in the low 90s.
Alex Cora to lead off in the number 9 spot. Then the top of the order, Desmond and Ankiel. Alex will lace one foul. Cora checks in, hitting .219, 81 games, 146 at bats, 6 RBIs. And that pop-up right side. It'll be called by Sellers, the second baseman, for the first out. Bottom of the 7th underway. Pretty good game flow going here today with the Nats leading on a holiday afternoon. And it's brought to you by Corona Extra, who invites you to find your beach. So scoreless relief outing so far by Ballister, Gorzolani, Clippard now taking care of business. And the Nats with Desmond and Ankiel, the next 2. Desmond lines one to left center. Ball falling. It looks like it's on the ground, and that's a base hit. Ian Desmond is 2 for 4 today.
It looked like Tony Gwynn Jr. lost that ball in the lights or something because he had a beat on it and then he eased up. Right there, he's not seeing the ball well and feels a short hop into his glove, but the route he took right there, he got a good first step and then just decelerated. I don't know if the ball was in the lights or he lost it in some shirts or what.
Here's Rick Ankiel, who's 1 for 3. Desmond, a running threat, 21 stolen bases. Snap throw behind the batter down to first, and Maloney catches and makes the tag. Desmond back easily. A.J. Ellis, by the way, not a lot of action this year, 1 for 9 against opposing base runners. Rare offer for Ryan Zimmerman today. That's perfect on the corner, 2-1. Lindblom actually started his career at Tennessee before transferring to Purdue in his home state.
Desmond's got a bigger lead.
Yep, that front foot out to the cut of the grass and a step off.
See, that's a designed play from Don Mattingly. To have his pitcher come set and hold it, and you see if the base runner is going to get antsy. Everybody in the dugout looking at Ian Desmond at first base. If he flinches or does anything, you either throw over or pitch out. But that's a design play to stay set until the other team calls timeout.
And a breaking ball misses. 3-1.
You would think right here that Ian Desmond is off to the races.
He's got that lead out to about as far as he's gone. He'll hold, and Ankiel hits it well left field. Fair ball on the ground. If it rattles in the corner, Desmond scores. Here he comes. He will score, and the Nats lead 6-1. Rick Ankiel, 31st RBI.
A great at-bat by Rick Ankiel, going with the pitch, battling, fastball away, down in the corner. I'll tell you what, as soon as that ball landed, my eyes turned toward Ian Desmond, and he was flying. I mean, you know he's fast. You've watched him play all year, but every time you look down there and see him coming around second base, he can get it. Flat out get it.
So happy for him because it's been a tough season for Desmond, but he's never, ever acted like anything was wrong. Things were tough on him. He's got one of the great attitudes of any young player, any confidence level I've ever seen from a guy at his age. And he's having a time of his life here in the last month and a half or so of this season. So Ankiel's at second. Zimmerman's up there with a chance for his 41st RBI.
You know, we noticed that about Ian Desmond, but where it's really important is in the clubhouse. You know, 0 for 4, 4 for 4, same guy every single day.
Exactly.
And that's how you gain the respect of your teammates. And when you're a leader and you're the shortstop and the captain of the infield, that's what guys want to see out of you. You know, are you the same guy every day? And the quickest way to lose respect is if you're a happy hit guy, you get 3 hits one day and you're bouncing around the clubhouse, you go 0 for 4 the next day and you're not talking to anybody. But with Ian Desmond, that's never been the case. Same guy every single day. You'd never know what he's hitting. A lot like the guy in the box.
Three balls, no strikes to Zimmerman. On the corner.
Automatic 3-0 strike.
Zimmerman's hit the ball hard a couple of times today. Long fly to left, scorcher to center. Trying to pick up a 1-out RBI here. And he reaches and can't get it. That'll be the second out here in the 7th.
It is time for our Ford drive of the game. We couldn't pick just one. We're going to pick 2 and make it our Ford drives of the game. How about a Ford 2-wheel drive? First time up. Michael Morse off the label on a 2-seam fastball from Hiroki Kuroda, so he missed it. Got a home run. This one, folks, that one's all over the barrel, and that was a bullet. So 2 home runs today for Michael Morse, number 25, number 26, and those are our Ford drives of the game.
Breaking ball right off the end of the bat.
You know he's thinking it. Not too many times a big league hitter you got a chance to hit 3 in one game.
They want to pitch him away. He doesn't have to pull it to do it. How about pulling a line drive that almost takes D. Gordon's glove into the gap? Oh, what an exhibition of contact by Michael Morse today. Now the Nats lead 6-1.
Now, Davey Johnson tomorrow will see some new faces, including second baseman Steven Lombardozzi and pitcher Brad Peacock.
They both had great years. Peacock, I think, just tore up the AA, and Lombardozzi had kind of similar. He was hitting 300 in AA, moved up AAA, hit 300 there. So those are a couple guys that deserve, an opportunity to play up there.
And Davey said, too, he wants to get those call-ups in the games. He wants to see what they can do. And he said it also gives him more options as a manager with matchups and also some fresh arms in the bullpen. Bob, FP?
Can't wait to see those two young men. We've heard about them. I'll tell you one thing. There's a couple of middle infielders on this ball club that aren't about to happily give up any playing time for anybody the way they're going. 8th inning underway. Matt Kemp goes up and fouls one. A ball that went way up above our eye level here before falling on the first base side, which is not easy to do. Matt Kemp 1 for 3 with an RBI double.
I'll just say this, whatever happens with Lombardozzi, wherever he plays, Danny Espinosa had some quotes in the paper the other day about not giving up his job. If I was a manager, general manager, owner of a base, I would never want one of my players to want to give up their jobs.
You gotta love hearing that, don't you?
Yeah.
But it also speaks of the organization as some showers start falling here.
I don't think it's a case of giving up a job. Maybe that's the wrong way to word it. Maybe letting a guy play instead of you every once in a while might be more accurate. But still, as a major league manager, if I had guys on my bench that were happy to be sitting next to me, I would think, I don't want these guys on my bench.
Yeah, and there's nothing that defines great organizations more by competition. Position by position. Well, we've been watching the radar all afternoon, and we've got some stuff approaching. See if Clippard can take care of business here in the 8th. All of you know it's an official ball game, no problem there.
Let's make it really official and get it in an inning and a half.
If you're hitting the road, take the Nats with you everywhere you go. We call it MLB.TV. Every Nationals game live on demand on your computer or your favorite device. For more info, go to nationals.com. You can order right there. Baseball everywhere, MLB.TV. Just a sprinkle so far. Clippard upstairs.
I wonder, due to the fact that Matt Kemp stays through the ball so well, he gets that one-arm extension, if Clippard's a little bit wary of throwing that changeup.
Not too worried about that one. That was beautiful. Nice. How about the Jeep Exmo on this beautiful off-speed pitch?
I mean, you could show it in regular speed and it would look like the Jeep Exmo. 80-mile-an-hour changeup from Tyler Clippard. You see him get inside of it. The grip, late movement. I have no more adjectives as the ball finally gets to the plate. I mean,
Chrysler, go ahead.
You can't show a changeup in Exmo. It just takes too long.
The Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram Summer Clearance Event. These offers won't last long, but I can't tell you one thing. They will last longer than a changeup, so hurry into your local dealership.
Hey, we got to do that coming out of a break because
we need a rain delay for that.
You can't show a Tyler Clippard changeup in super duper slow motion. I mean, it takes a half an inning.
Yeah. Makes wiffle ball look fast. Juan Rivera, 1 for 2, walk and a base hit. Tyler Clippard looked like a breaking ball going away from the right-hander there.
He'll slider.
Yeah, he'll show it. He'll show it. He'll throw it. I mean, he's seen more of those lately.
He's a 4-pitch pitcher. He just is known for the fastball changeup combination. He has a slider and a curve that he's been showing a lot lately.
Fastball up, and no way Rivera can get over the top of it or be early for it. Gritty Aaron Miles is next, on base a couple of times today. Way foul. Upper deck foul. And it ends up downstairs, hit right by that speaker on the facing of the upper deck and went rifling downstairs. Upper reaches of the ballpark where nobody expects a baseball. Good crowd today, 25,518 to start the series. A reminder, plenty of good seats available for tomorrow night. Ted Lilly, Steven Strasburg. Lilly, 4-3 career and 9 starts against the Nats for the Dodgers and the Cubs. Rivera reaching. Might stay in play. Cora gets over there, and Alex makes a nice basket catch, and right into the rail he goes.
What a great play from a guy that doesn't play much first base. And going toward the fence, got the big glove, knows where he's at, little collision there at the end. But he's used to being the second baseman on this play. Today he's the first baseman. You see him look it right into the glove. Great play.
Yeah, we don't often say first baseman has the angle, but he did. Bases empty, 2 outs. Aaron Miles, the hitter. Oh, what a changeup. Even a contact man like Aaron Miles corkscrewing himself on that one. And here's Ramon Troncoso, one of the Dodgers' 8 right-handers. Look at that, Matt Stairs' first baseman's mitt.
Yeah, it's brand new.
The Stairs legacy lives on here. Your point is, Matt, he never used it. He was just pinch hitting, right?
Yeah, there's probably a lot of those laying around that are brand new.
I bet he left a whole bunch of stuff for the guys.
Yeah, a lot of brand new gloves that he never used.
Probably a couple of hockey sticks he left around.
I'd be surprised if he's watching right now.
I could just see him right now. Up there in Maine, sipping a cold one, saying to himself, listening to these fools working their butts off on Labor Day. What a guy. We sure miss him. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nats trying to win their 65th game of the year. The Dodgers have won 68. Been a tough couple of weeks. Nats have lost 10 out of 12. That could disappear with a nice week here on this homestand against the Dodgers in Houston. And again, just a sprinkle of rain here for the last 10 minutes or so. Nothing showing up on the field yet, really. And Miles continues to be late for these clippered high deliveries.
That's just a case of looking fastball, but having tons of changeup in the back of your mind. So we're just going emergency hack on the heater, but he's thinking about that changeup.
Finally one fair. It's out to center. Worth is right there. And a 1-2-3. Clippard retires 4 in a row. Bottom of the 8th coming up. The Nats by 5. To lead off the game, his teammates then proceed to blast away, giving John Lannon good run support. John's in line for his 9th win of the year.
And for Michael Morse today, it was all about the barrel. And first time up, a sinker a little off the barrel, but he got enough of it to ride it out of the ballpark. Second time up, an absolute bullet to shortstop, 6-3. Third time up, bomb, 26th of the year. Fourth time up, another absolute missile to shortstop. So 4 at-bats today for the Beast, and they were all good ABs. And he agrees.
28-year-old Ramon Troncoso from the Dominican. 125 games the last 2 years for the Dodgers. And this time around, this is only his 13th outing of the year. Spent a lot of time, 35 games at AAA with Albuquerque this year. Pitching for the Isotopes.
We've seen a lot of adjustments the Nats are making lately. Trying Ian Desmond, the leadoff spot. I've been extremely impressed with the defense of Jason Worth in center field.
Yeah, he is really fluid out there.
Great jumps, great reads. He's been running balls down the gap. The hardest play for a center fielder is that line drive right at you. He's made a number of those successfully. Yesterday he charged the ball very hard. They had to hold the runner up at third base. So I am extremely impressed with that guy in center field.
1 ball and 2 strikes. With the bat today, Jason has nearly homered twice. Sean Burnett, it appears, for the 9th. In fact, Worth is very close to being 3 for 3. Tony Gwynn ran down a drive of his in the gap in left center in his second AB before he hit that fly ball to the scoreboard, caught by Rivera in the 6th.
And I've never met an outfielder, Bob, that didn't like playing center field better than the corners. I know Jason Worth played primarily right field throughout his career. He's probably had 80-something starts in center field. But the more he plays it, you go back to the corners, you feel claustrophobic.
Off-speed pitch had him way out ahead and right through Aaron Miles. Worth was thinking about 2, and he'll slide to stop himself after rounding the bag. And for Aaron Miles, it'll be his 7th error of the year. Doesn't happen to this guy very often.
Ah, but when you get your feet still and your feet become dead, your glove becomes dead. You see him got set way too soon for that ball. All of a sudden your hands get hard to get it stiff. You got to keep your feet moving on defense at all times. Probably fooled by the speed of that. Off the bat, he probably thought it was a bullet 1 hop, or it had an extra hop in it that he wasn't ready for.
There's Danny Espinosa.
And this is where Danny's looking to salvage a day. 0 for 3 coming into his last at bat. You turn 0 for 3 into a 1 for 4. That is a fantastic day.
Danny can't reach that one down low. 1-2 now. And a 2-2 is a fastball away. Dodgers doing a little bit of scoreboard watching where Arizona is underway at Colorado. 1-1 third inning. Diamondbacks just took 2 out of 3 against the Giants over the weekend after losing the first game of that series to stretch their lead in the West to 7. Dodgers are 4.5 back of the Giants in that chase. And Danny Espinosa is down on strikes for the 4th time. The Nationals have not been given a single walk today, but there have been plenty throughout the season. 414 for over $20,000. And that's from our friends at Care First Blue Cross Blue Shield. $50 for every walk to the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Washington, D.C. take that first step towards a healthier and more active lifestyle. Johnny Gomes will hit for Tyler Clippard. Troncoso on the inside half for a strike. Wilson Ramos 1 for 3 with a double. Nats have 10 hits today, and I've got 6 of them for extra bases. Upstairs.
6 of those 10 hits today with 2 strikes.
That's good hitting. That's calm hitting, relaxed hitting. And Gomes takes a mighty rip, and the count's 3-2. That Detroit ball club won again today, 4-2 at Cleveland. And they now have a 7.5 game lead in the AL Central after taking apart the White Sox over the weekend. Runner goes, 3-2 and a foul. Well, you're talking about some powerhouse teams in that American League with the Yankees, Red Sox, Tigers, and then Rangers or Angels in the West in the playoffs. How'd you like to face Justin Verlander twice in a short series?
One thing I've learned from experience is that good pitching beats good hitting in the postseason. So whoever's got the studs on the mound will win.
Three-two with 1 out. Worth on the move again, and Gomes will line into a, well, I was about to say double play, and then Gordon just dropped it.
I think that line drive took a bad hop.
So Worth, who was a dead duck, ends up at second base on what turns out to be a 6-3. Should have been a 6-3 double play.
Looks like a catcher trying to frame a strike and just couldn't make the play. I've had that happen to me in day games before where a line drive's coming out of white t-shirts, but it looks like there's a pretty good background to see at this point.
Here's Wilson Ramos with one more chance for an extra base hit. Nats on top by 5. Sean Burnett poised to face Loney, Gwynn, and Ellis. Top 9. Breaking ball for a strike to Wilson on the inner half.
That's one of those where if you're Wilson and you're on deck, you start to turn around and go back to the dugout, and you're, oh, I'm hitting.
I'm hitting. Yep. Yeah, maybe he peeked to see the runner.
There's no need to peek when a guy's stealing. You got plenty of time. And with D. Gordon's speed, he could have ran it over to first.
Way outside, 2-2 to Wilson Ramos, who's on a 9-game hitting streak now and has hit safely 14 of his last 16 games, batting at a clip of right around 325. So he's at 258, trying to get that thing up to the 260 mark and beyond. He'll reach out and stroke one to the gap. That'll get him to 260. That'll get the Nats an unearned run, and it's a 7-1 lead. What a nice holiday weekend for this young budding star behind the plate.
A gift-wrapped RBI from D. Gordon. Wilson Ramos might want to think about keeping his mom and his sister in town a little bit longer because he's been absolutely raking. Nice job of extending his swing through an off-speed pitch and perfect placement on the line drive for his second hit of the day.
6-run lead, 8th inning. How do we act right now? Nats, of course, did win in Atlanta the other night, 9-2. We talked about the fact that just haven't had very many comfortable late inning scenarios this year. So 6 days later, here's another one, and Alex Cora will place that ball inside the bag. It'll carry him. Cora will have a double, and Ramos is safe at third base. Pretty well played by Tony Gwynn. And good for Alex Cora. Doesn't get 2 at-bats in a ball game very often, and he gets himself an extra base hit.
You don't play very often. You make a great over-the-shoulder catch and a double down the line. You feel like you went 4 for 4. And let's see if our bat girl, our ball girl, learned anything down the corner. Early in the game, she left her chair there. Did she pick it up this time? Yep. By the way, good job. Take the chair with you, and Wilson Ramos into third. Alex Cora into second. We're all learning.
You learn something every day at the ballpark. For some, it's hitting a curveball. For some, it's picking up your apparatus and getting out of the way.
For some, it's reading a long promo.
Top of the order, here's Desmond. Ian, 2 for 4, RBI, 2 runs.
Well, you talk about 2 for 4 into a 3 for 5 with 2 RBIs. You go from a very good day to a great day in one swing if you're Ian Desmond.
Big swing and a miss on a breaking ball. That'll do it for the Nats in the 8th. But they pick up an unearned run, and Ramos now has 42 RBIs. Of excitement, a lot of power, and the Nats lead 7-1. Top of the 9th coming up. How about some pitching power tomorrow night? Steven Strasburg and Ted Lilly, tomorrow's probables. Steven's numbers from last year when he made 12 starts and the league hit only .221 against him. By the way, his control numbers, 92 strikeouts, 17 walks. Ted Lilly, reliable left-hander with a winning record career against the Nats, 4-3. Masson 2 HD tomorrow night.
That's a day that I know a lot of Nats fans are looking forward to, a day I'm looking forward to. We just cross our fingers and think lucky when it comes to the weather.
And as always, Nats Extra at 6:30 tomorrow night. Here's Sean Burnett to close things out. Washington about to grab its 65th win of the year. And with 6 more on this homestand, suddenly things look a whole lot brighter than they did just a couple of days ago. '62nd appearance for Burnett in 50 innings. Opponents hitting a .254 against him. 1 pitch, 1 hop. First baseman Alex Cora.
Give Matt Stairs the assist.
That was off the bat of Loney, and Tony Gwynn Jr. steps in now.
I'll tell you what, you know who's finishing this season strong is Sean Burnett. He had his struggles early in the year, kind of beating himself up after every single outing where he was giving up some big hits. But the swagger is back, the confidence is back, and more importantly, the stuff is back.
Throwing that breaking ball for strikes has been huge.
Right there, bam, strike 1. And he's been doing that a lot lately.
90 with movement. Well done. Nationals trying to win their 39th home game of the year against 30 losses. A.J. Ellis, the catcher, is next. Into center. Feeling very comfortable, Jason Worth, 2 outs. I'm sure Johnny Holliday and Ray Knott are wondering, how can we be so comfortable with 2 outs in the 9th inning? Nats Extra coming up next, right at the ballpark. I'll tell you, playing catch with Ray Knight before a celebrity softball game, I felt like I was catching Nolan Ryan. He was trying to take my head off.
He's got a good arm still.
Yours was pretty good too, buddy. I caught a few of your bullets. So here's 2 outs in the 9th, and Ellis, the hitter. Two balls, 1 strike. His win would even up the homestand at 2-2. Ellis will drill it to the right field corner. That ball's on the ground and hits right at the .335 mark to keep the Dodgers alive here in the 9th. That'll bring in Justin Sellers, who pinch hit back in the 7th. Stayed in to play second base.
Well, as soon as he hit that ball down the right field line and it was fair, I was just hoping one thing. That it kicked straight to Rick Ankiel so I could watch him throw him out at second base.
Sellers goes up ripping. That ball heading for the gap. That'll score a run. 1 hopping the scoreboard, and it's now a 7-2 game. Top of the order, D. Gordon.
You might have to get somebody up just because Matt Kemp is lurking. Nice swing by Sellers right there, splitting the gap. And if Gordon gets on and Carroll gets on, you got an MVP candidate representing the tie and run. And there they go, calling the bullpen. Eugenio Velez in the on-deck circle.
I did a double take when I saw his numbers in the notes today. It said he's 0 for 30. All right, Sean Burnett gets it to strike 2. Drew Storen pops up. It's time to put this afternoon to an end and send everybody to a barbecue. Up the middle, Desmond to his left. Go enjoy some holiday food. The Nats win it 7-2. Good start to this 4-game series. The Nats beat a quality ball club who came in as hot as anybody in baseball.